In March 1942, during World War II, a Nazi officer named Johann Schmidt, also known as the Red Skull, leads Hydra, a secret organization obsessed with power. He invades a church in Norway and steals a mysterious object called the Tesseract, a cube said to hold godlike energy. Meanwhile, in New York, Steve Rogers dreams of joining the army, but he keeps getting rejected because of his weak body and poor health. Despite this, he never gives up. His best friend, Bucky Barnes, already a soldier, supports him, but also worries about him. Bucky is brave, confident, and everything Steve wishes he could be, but he respects Steve's courage more than anything. One day, Dr. Abraham Erskine notices Steve's determination and recruits him into a secret project called the Super Soldier Program. Alongside Erskine are Peggy Carter, a skilled and intelligent British agent, Howard Stark, a genius inventor, and Colonel Phillips. Peggy immediately sees something special in Steve, not because of his strength, but because of his heart and selflessness. Steve proves his worth when he jumps on what he thinks is a real grenade just to save others. This convinces everyone, especially Peggy, that he is the right choice. He undergoes the experiment and transforms into a stronger, faster, and more powerful version of himself, Captain America. However, the moment is short-lived. A Hydra spy kills Dr. Erskine and steals the last vial of the formula. Steve chases him down, but the spy takes his own life before revealing anything, and the formula is lost forever. Instead of becoming a soldier, Steve is turned into a propaganda symbol, Captain America, used to promote war bonds. While performing for troops in Italy, he learns that Bucky's unit has gone missing during a mission. Refusing to sit back, Steve teams up with Peggy and Howard Stark to rescue him. This mission changes everything. Steve infiltrates a Hydra base alone and successfully rescues Bucky and hundreds of captured soldiers. From that moment, Bucky is no longer just Steve's best friend. He becomes his partner in battle. Together, along with other soldiers, they form the Howling Commandos, a team that fights Hydra missions across Europe. Peggy also becomes a key part of Steve's journey, guiding missions and slowly forming a deep emotional connection with him. As the war continues, Steve and his team attack Hydra operations, but during one mission on a moving train, tragedy strikes. Bucky falls from the train into the snowy abyss and is presumed dead. This deeply affects Steve, making the fight more personal. Eventually, using information from a captured scientist, Steve locates Red Skull's final base. Schmidt plans to use powerful weapons powered by the Tesseract to destroy major cities. Steve leads a final attack and boards Schmidt's massive aircraft. During their final battle, Red Skull uses the Tesseract's power but loses control. The energy opens a portal and he is pulled into space, disappearing forever. Now alone on the aircraft, Steve realizes he cannot safely land it without risking millions of lives. He shares an emotional goodbye with Peggy over the radio, promising a dance that will never happen, and crashes the plane into the Arctic. After the war, Howard Stark recovers the Tesseract from the ocean, but Steve's body is never found. 70 years later, Steve wakes up in what looks like a 1940s hospital, but something feels off. When he realizes the truth, he escapes and finds himself in modern-day New York. There, Nick Fury reveals that he's been asleep for nearly 70 years. Steve Rogers, a man out of time, must now face a new world.